What's going on, everybody? My name is FagoQ, and today I'm bringing you a quick Smite 2 controller settings guide. To go right into this, we're starting with our layouts. Our options are Savage or Challenger. I highly recommend Savage, because on Challenger you have to take your thumb off the right stick to use your abilities, whereas Savage, they're on your triggers and bumpers. Makes the game way smoother to play. Next, we have Usability. Color correction is up to you. Auto skill, I recommend off, but if you are a new player, you can have this on until you're more comfortable with leveling abilities and understanding like, oh, I should upgrade this before that, etc. Help tips on. Even if you are an experienced player with Smite 1, Smite 2 has brand new OBJs and buffs, etc. And this option will give you a little help description when you go buy it or pick something up. Very useful if you're learning the game. Next, we have distance line indicator. I recommend line or ruler. I personally prefer ruler, as it gives you the exact measurements and how far away your autos and abilities go. So, for example, your autos will always go 8.8 meters. Next, we have ground targets. I'll turn this off first. There's no ground target on the ground currently. Turn this option on. With arrow, you'll see a little arrow coming down, this three-dimensional arrow. This will help you use abilities that are coming down from the sky. For example, Honor's jump. Up, down. You are landing where that arrow is. Very helpful. Highly recommend that one on. Bracket highlighting. I prefer this on and to enemies only. So when you go over to an enemy or minions, this will allow the bracket to appear. I found this very useful. Probably preference, but I recommend this on. Helps you aim, in my experience. Coming up, we have reticle shape. More so preference again, but I like basic sci-fi on. You see this little triangle in front of me? I'll turn it off. This one's more so preference again, honestly, but I like it on. The basic sci-fi. And targeted 3D elements, turn that on as well. Now, I'm gonna go over here so minions don't make noise. Alright, so now we are getting into the UI. Now, a lot of people are glancing over this currently, but here are my current settings. Item source centered, minimal, minimal, and there you go. So with minimal, I found it very easy to purchase items, having less clutter inside of the item store. I will show you the regular item store right now. You can see it's a lot more like in your face, more scrolling, etc. But with minimal, less clutter, easier to buy things, in my experience. Minimal, minimal. And I prefer centered, but you can mess with this if you'd like. Looks a lot more cleaner here. And I'll just go over buying items on controller. Left on D-pad, scroll to what you want. Let's say I want Warriors X. Click A again. B backs you to this menu. A, back. And say you want strength, so you press Y, scroll down, A, B, and it'll pop you back into these items. Buy that. Now say you want to toggle off strength, you click Y, click it again, toggles off, press B, and it'll send you back into the item shop. This item shop was tricky for me at first on controller, but after like 10 games or so, I got much more used to it. So just practice. keep trying it out. Like at first it was very confusing for me, but eventually it started to make more sense to me. So for these settings, nameplate, I have off, self-nameplate on. Now what this will do is bring up a health bar above your character model. So you don't have to just like look down. Very helpful. Alright, next settings we're gonna look at or gameplay. I prefer everything on Instacast except for a few specific ultimates. For example, on Smite 1, I like Ra's ult on normal so I can aim it better. But if you're able to use everything on instant, go for it. And if you are a new player, I recommend normal cast so you can understand how far abilities go, their feeling, etc. And once you become more experienced in the game, you can switch these to instant and up your game more. I like restricted camera pitch on, some people don't, mostly preference. Now this is one of the more important segments, is controller sensitivity. I play on 30-30, but the higher you can go without it affecting your gameplay, the better. Next, AMXL, turn this all the way off. There's no use for it. So when you're moving left and right, or turning left and right, I mean, it's always the same speed. Whereas if you have it on, it'll speed up as you're looking around. I really don't like that setting at all. Next are dead zones. I have these on default. If you have a brand new controller, default's probably the best, but if your controller's getting older, you know, stick drift, you can turn these down or mess with these a little bit to mitigate stick drift. That is like the biggest use I found in it. The video reflex, don't gotta worry about it. Audio, up to you. Video settings, I have mostly everything on medium. And things like anti-aliasing off, low, reflection quality low, reflection method off, VSync off, motion blur off, reduce rendering off, ragdoll off. I have a lot of these off just for performance reasons. You know, depending on your PC, you can have these on, off. Just mess with those, honestly. And if you made it this far in the video, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have any questions or inquiries about settings, anything Smite 2 related, feel free to leave those in the comments. I also stream typically daily on Twitch, if you'd like more Smite 2 content there. And thank you all for watching. This has been FeiGoku. Have a good day. Peace out.